Shalom, shalom, it's Falling Show. Welcome again to the Rock. I don't know if y'all have seen this new movement out there. It seems to be started by females. That where they're telling men what real men do. Real men do this. Real men do that. Excuse me. Real men, real men, real men. They're running around telling people what real men do. I saw some people on Facebook. Real men take care of other men's children like they're their own. Huh? Real men don't take care of their own children. They just take care of everybody else's children. That's what real men do. So if you take care of your own children, you're not a real man. But you have to be a real man to take care of everybody else's children. You see, what's happening is these standards are being set, and they're being set by people who shouldn't be talking about them. What does a woman got to do with what a real man? And now we got real men do. Now we got supposedly real men telling other men what real men do. Somebody came to me and asked me a question. They said, "Do you wear a hat?" And I said, "Yeah, sometimes." Baseball hat. Do you wear a baseball hat? I was like, "Yeah, sometimes." And so, well, according to somebody that I have been listening to, real men don't wear baseball hats. I said, "Huh? Well, it's hot outside. I wear rags, being bandanas. I wear farmers hats. I wear baseball. I wear all types of hats. So that makes me not a real man." See, I don't fall for none of that shit. That's one of the reasons why I stay off the internet. Outside doing videos and every once in a while watching a couple of videos from people that I really, really like, who don't try to tell me what real men do. You know, it's funny because these real men who are telling you what real men do are always telling you what they do. I do this, therefore a real man does that. Huh? It's like me coming out here and saying, well, oh, real men come off grid and live this life. Real men built their homestead without a tractor. Well, maybe not. Maybe men who can't afford a tractor built their homestead without a tractor. Maybe that could just be it. You see, what's happening is once again, we have a system and we have a people that are being used by the system who are trying to redefine everything. There's this attempt to redefine everything in this world right now. They want to redefine what a good father is. They want to, a good father is somebody who takes their children to Chuck E. Cheese and takes their children, over here and over there in Disneyland. A real man raises every other woman's child. So if she goes out there and whores, only a real man would take that child and raise it like it's his own. Not really. But hey, how about this? How about we just stick with the Bible for those of us that believe in this book? Right now, I'm in a goat pen and I'm in a shaded area. That's like saying real men go out in the sun when they could be in the shade and get the exact same job done. They're just going to go out in the sun because they're a real man. See, this personification of what is and isn't real is hurting people. The Bible says, in Ecclesiasticus, I believe it is 3, be not deceived by your own vain opinion. For an evil suspicion hath overthrown their judgment. Many are deceived by their own vain opinion, and an evil suspicion hath overthrown their judgment. See, I don't worry about none of that stuff because I read the Bible and I do what the Bible says. All the extra stuff that people use to justify self, you got it. Listen, if you have this definition of what a real man is, whether you're a woman or you're a man who's very effeminate, who feels that they have to go up there and justify, because that's really what it is that they're out there just trying to justify themselves. They question themselves, so they have to go out there and tell you what they're doing is manly. So I don't try to give you any, a manly man does this, because Yah is you're going to read his book, you're going to see what the men did. Period. That's it. This is why you see me talking about food storage, homesteading, purchasing your own land, uh, building it, progressing it. I mean, I could easily say real men don't have a vision. And your vision may not look like my vision. But that seems to be one of the things that's really tainting people's minds right now, is everybody thinks that it has to look like me. Because if it doesn't look like me, then it's almost like I'm doing it wrong. I'm doing it wrong because the way everybody else is doing it isn't like me. So then I have to go out and tell you, if you don't do it like me, then you're wrong. No, you do it and how Yah set it in your heart to do it. Guarantee you, the way Abraham did things was not the way everybody else did it, but Abraham went and did it, didn't he? Many of our other patriarchs did things, and weren't they men? Weren't they men? You know, I think that men have to get out of this mindset of getting into other men's homes and trying to tell other men, if it doesn't look like me, then you're not a man, you're not a patriarch, you don't have a good family, you don't have good wives, you don't da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da. Does and is what you're doing line up with the book? Yes or no? If it lines up with the book, if it lines up with Yah's laws, his statutes, and his commandments, then the rest is up to you. If you believe in Yahshua HaMashiach, then the rest is up to you. There may be things that are prudent for you to do that aren't prudent for me to do. There may be things that are expedient for you to do that are not expedient for me to do. There may be things that are expedient for me to do that aren't expedient for you to do. But I'm learning and have learned over these past couple years, stay your ass out of other men's houses. Stop telling other men how to do their house, that their house has to look like your house in order for their house to be successful. Should every man's house have order? Absolutely. Should every man be the head of his home? Absolutely. Those things are biblical. I can show you where those things are in the Bible. All these other opinions that men are passing off as fact are just that, people's opinions. And see, what's happening are men are changing their lives. And this is an idea, man. You're showing your weakness by trying to change your life to meet another man's definition of what a man is. When I believe the Bible did a damn good job of showing us what it was and is to be a man. Your focus right now should be coming out, food storage, looking at the signs and the seasons that we are in, knowing that a dark winter is coming, putting back food. Even if you could grow a little bit of food, start having, and if you didn't have a plan, didn't have a vision, ask the Most High Yah to give you a vision. Day of Atonement is coming up. Might be a perfect time. If Tabernacles is coming out, maybe a good time for you to get around some other brothers and pass some ideas back and forth of what you see. And wherever you go tabernacle, I don't care where you go tabernacle at, but passing some ideas back and forth. Looking at what's going on. Do you have protection? Do you have food? Do you have these things that you need for you and your family right now? That should be the focus. Instead, we got men telling other men, we got men trying to flex. We got men trying to prove that they are a man. If you have to prove that you are a man, there's a problem there. Why do you feel you have to prove it? Stop listening to all these women, single-ass women, and men try to tell you what manhood looks like, what being a man looks like. Half of these men, 90% of these men who are telling you are just trying to justify themselves. They're just trying to justify what they're doing. The Bible already spells it out. And again, this is a hard thing for people to swallow. But for you, it may be different for you than it is for me. It may be a tractor for you and no tractor for me. What that may explain is that, hey, you're just better out. You just got better jobs and were better at financing your money or handling your money than I was. That's not a point of contention or jealousy. It just is. We have to get to the point where we as men can say, hey, that shit just is. I need to do a better job, or I'm doing a better job now, but hey, I reaped what I've sown. I've sown shit in my life. And I reaped the consequences of that thing. And one of those consequences was I was not able to have the career or the finances that other people have. And then you say, thank you, Father, for having the mercy on me. Ooh, excuse me. Thank you, Father, for having the mercy on me to allow me to do what I'm doing. And you keep going. But stop all this nonsense of what real men. That shit is so annoying. Because everybody's telling you. Women are saying it, and apparently men, soft-ass men, are running around telling everybody else what real men do. How about you just take care of your families, man? Take care of your wives and children. Prepare for what's coming. Serve y'all with everything that's inside of you. Obey him. Let the rest take care of itself. Because if Yah's ordering your steps, if you are trusting him with all your heart and leaning not on your own understanding and acknowledging him in all your ways, your paths will be directed by him. That's manhood. Faith is manhood. Vision is manhood. Having a path and a direction and then going in that direction, that's what being a man's about. That's what our forefathers did. And again, it ain't gonna look the same for all of us. It ain't gonna look the same. We'll all be heading in the same direction. Some of us, we're all, many of us are homesteading. We all ain't homesteading right here. Some of y'all are homesteading in Tennessee and Kentucky and Florida and Missouri and the American Redoubt in Appalachia. Some of you are homesteading. I wouldn't do it, but hey, it ain't me that we're talking about. Some are homesteading in the West, Arizona, Nevada. You just go where y'all let you go. And I guess, here's what I'm going to say, let all the real men that are out there do all the real men talk. And us men of this faith, we'll just keep walking it. And don't even listen to the women telling you what a real man does. Just don't. Bless y'all. Hope this sets somebody free, because I know some of y'all have been asking me questions about this, and I guess some of y'all just like the responses of people who live way outside the box compared to those who live dead smack in the box. Shalom.